Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new or just clicked on this video, thank you very much. My name is Alexis and this is the Goddess of Daydreams Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a reading to look into the energies that the new moon in Taurus is bringing into the collective. We're going to be taking a look at energies the universe wants us to be aware of, to be open for, and to be cautious of during this new moon period. Please take what resonates, and I hope you receive the insight, clarity, and messages within this reading. I'm going to start off with the Les Vampires Oracle to pick up the overall energy that is being brought through this new moon in Taurus, and see any other details through other oracles and tarot. With that said, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and let's begin. In spirit, if anyone is sending any negative projections or psychic attacks through this video, cancel their energies, cancel their plans, cancel their attacks, cancel their rituals, their spell works, and whatever that they're using. Because I sense somebody has been sending some type of negativity towards my way. So Spirit and my divine team, cancel it, demolish it, destroy it, and so it is. Now, what do you have for the collective, Spirit? Let's see, should I do one or two today? I think I'm going to do two. I'm going to get one more, Spirit. Should I take both of these? All right. Okay, we're going to have a big reading today. We got 3 cards out here. This is very strong magical energy. You know, this kind of is picking up on the April reading that I did a couple of weeks ago. It's kind of sort of like a similar energy picking up here. First card I have is card 23, Free Will, Sovereignty, Independence, Free Spirit. Along with card 16, The Call of the Night, Daring, Adventure, Excitement. And then we have card 39, Supernatural, Inexplicable, Miraculous, Otherworldly. So very heavy spiritual energy going through this new moon for the collective. And it seems like Spirit really wants you to develop and be heavily involved in your spiritual energies in some type of, hold on, Spirit is kind of like giving me this energy of like you need to let go. Your supernatural abilities will only awaken when you realize the free will that has been given to you in this world. Something about free will and your supernatural gifts are very highly tied to each other. Excuse me while I take a sip of water. I feel for some of you with this new moon, you're being given a new chapter or a new path to really discover the hidden talent or powers that you have. Now, free will is something that I would say like one of the reasons we are here to be like alive, or why we are here on earth, is to experience free will. And that has been granted by God and the other divine beings by putting us in this realm, by putting us on earth. Earth is basically the realm of free will. And through free will, that is how we're able to not only connect to our divine powers, but also remembering who we are, why we are here. You know, for many of us, we are also here in this world for different reasons. And with this call of the night, I feel like it's our own personal mission, like our own. I feel like each and every one of us has like our own night mission to do in order to kind of understand ourselves and the power that is being like get it together, to understand ourselves and the power that we hold within ourselves. Now, I do sense with these cards here, there is an energy that has definitely been threatening the collective's free will. Because again, with free will, that is how we're able to understand who we are and what we are capable of, and how each and every one of us has to discover our purpose and our mission in this world. There's definitely has been a threat to that. I say that because earlier I was just saying how some of these energies remind me of the April tarot reading that I did. And in that reading, it was talking about a lot of covens forming and coming together, some good and some bad. And recently, like in some of my videos, I have mentioned the Dark Collective, you know, the collective that has made it their mission to hold humanity back for them not advancing, for not remembering who they are and what they have come to earth, and what get it together, not remembering who they are and their mission and what they came to do on earth. There we go. I'm super thirsty today. Don't mind me. Allergy season is really like it's up there. So spirit is asking you, you really need to be focused on expressing or yeah, really expressing your free will and following like this inner calling that a lot of you have, or for some of you to use this time to exercise your supernatural talents and powers within your free will. Free will is definitely like being emphasized heavily in this reading right now. It is important that you understand that you have free will, and so does everyone else. But free will is being threatened by entities and by other dark collectives that feel that, you know, because you're here in this world, you need to abide by certain energies and live life a certain way. Now, when you are infringing on someone's free will, I believe you're also infringing on God's plans. And that is why, while we are here, we have to remember the free will that we have, our divine talents and supernatural gifts that we have, and the blessings and the missions that we are here to do or to give. But yeah, I do sense that free will has been threatened. It has been threatened for quite a while, because without free will, then how do you know your power? How do you know your sovereign energy? How do you know what you're meant to do? Let's go into more details with some Panther Oracle. I'm going to keep these together. Let me get through my script. All right then, interesting. Let me get two more. No, very cute. One more. Oh, very nice. All right, let me marinate on this for a second because it's two fronts I'm seeing here. Something kind of is telling me right now, it's like there's this energy in the Dark Collective that is trying to convince everyone else in the world that free will is forbidden. Free will is something of like the old gods, or it's not of God. When free will is definitely one of, if anything other than life, free will is another gift that God has given us to experience. Because God has understood with free will that there are many avenues and energies that human beings can explore and become and create. All right, let me get into the other oracles. So, first I have is merit making, goodness, humanness, morality, along with gluttony, craving, exceed, greed. So, when I was actually looking at these two cards here, I kind of got this energy of like this energy of don't do it because someone else will do it. Like there's going to be a savior that's going to come and save you so you can like relax and indulge a bit. And I kind of feel like this is definitely a mind game and a manipulation that has been done heavily for the collective and all over the world. This energy of like the savior is going to come and take care of humanity. But Spirit is saying to me, especially like with this free will and the call of the night, heavily into the call of the night, that no one is coming to save you. You need to save yourself. And some people don't even know how to save themselves. They don't even know what to do to begin. They understand that there is something wrong and that they need to break away from something or someone, but they don't know how. That's when this call of the night comes in. That's when you, the collective, comes in to aspire and inspire many people across societies, to give them the idea, the indication that you can save yourself. You actually have all the tools and the powers, the knowledge and the experience to save yourself. You have everything within you to save yourself and with others. So don't wait for the savior when you are the savior. Like in a way, in that kind of energy. Don't wait for the savior to come because you are your own savior. It's kind of like, okay, like no one please get mad at me when I say this. It's like this energy of like people expecting Jesus to come and save humanity. But I never thought of Jesus kind of coming back and just be like snapping his fingers and eviscerating all of the evil in the world. In my belief, Jesus has actually been here all along and he's just watching. And, I'm not going to say judging, but he's definitely watching. And he's just seeing like who is able to sort of like save, understand what is going on and pull themselves away from this energy. And if they do struggle, then let me lend them the help. Let me lend them the prayer, the energy that they need. I feel like Jesus is going to save, it's going to help those who want to save not only themselves, but for other people. That's my thing of like a savior. Like a savior is like understanding that no one is coming to save you. You have to do it on your own, or you already know like how the way it is, but you're too scared to do it because ridicule and backlash. But once you get ridiculed and backlash, it's just basically like an extra step to your free will. So next that I have is daydream, optimism, illusion, delirious, along with curse, hate, catastrophe, misfortune. So this is sort of like another tactic that I do see the Dark Collective using against everyone else in the world. Sort of like this energy of, how can I put it? If so, for some of you in the collective, if you like watch Sadhguru, he has mentioned like, don't put your mind in a scary movie. Don't put your mental, don't put your imagination in a scary movie. This is very much like in that kind of realm, in that energy, in that statement. Just this energy of like, I don't know, it's like, you know what this kind of reminds me of? When it was the pandemic, or the beginning of the pandemic. And I remember for some reason in Netflix, Contagion was like the number one watch movie. And I always found it so fascinating that during a pandemic, you will watch movies about pandemics. It's like, let's just say if there was a zombie apocalypse, are you really going to sit down and watch a movie about zombie apocalypses? Why would you put yourself in that kind of stress? Now, granted, I understand some people try to take um, inspiration of what to do once these things kind of come, but you have to remember these are movies. They have scripts, they have actors. Not everything is going to be exactly in reality. But yeah, it was just, it's kind of like this energy of like, don't put yourself in a scary movie. When you do that, you cut off all of the supernatural blessings, and you also like, um what's the word I'm looking for? Not dissolve. Give me a second. I just had the word in my head. Um it's like you eschew your vision of free will because you're putting your head through scenarios that, yeah, they could happen, but what if they don't happen? It's like you're putting yourself through the what ifs when you should be focused on the right now and what you have and what you can do. Give me a second. I would say that this is a form of like definitely a curse on the collective, because since we do have so many scary movies on many different topics, pandemics, zombie apocalypses, um, even to like kidnappings and, understandably things that can happen in this reality, but it won't happen exactly in the movie. I'm going to have to get into more details with this. Now, next card I have is Eternal Love. Eternity, consistency, and soulmate. I feel that this is a reminder from the universe that through love and through acts of love and through the power of love, you are able to overcome, these dark scenarios and false heroes. Oh, I didn't even mention that. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, going back with this merit making and gluttony, I feel like there's also a lot of false prophets in this world, meaning like, it doesn't have to look like through religious leaders. This is just anyone who claims that they are for humanity, but they're actually abusing their position and power to control humanity. They will trick you to giving your free will to them, for them to say, I will protect it, when they're usually abusing it. It's like this person, let's just say it's like they're the tiger, and the tiger is like in a forest full of like rabbits, and the tiger is like, okay, if you give me one of your rabbits, I will spare the rest of you. But now you have given the tiger permission that anytime he wants or she wants, they can come in and take from you, because now you're comfortable giving away, whatever energy that it seems precious to you. Spirit is saying with this eternal love card here, if some of you are having a hard time like trying to find people who you can trust, or like or looking for bring get it together. I keep saying that a lot today. Energies are very intense. Spirit is saying through acts of love, you're going to be able to recognize who are, the saviors of this world, who is really into doing their calling, who's understanding free will. It's going to be through the acts of love. Last I have is luck. Jackpot, fortune, reward. I feel like no matter what's going to be coming through, at the end of the day, the collective is going to be able to overcome, and they are going to be able to access whatever blessings that they have not been able to kind of really kind of hold or understand. I also see that with this luck card here, there is definitely going to be kind of like a leg up for a lot of people in the collective, where again, if they feel trapped or manipulated or catching their brains in this like cycle of scary movies, I do see something is going to come change and break out of that energy for you, or help you break out of that energy to say. I need to go into the tarot right now because a lot of energies here are very like scattered, but also like I know it's leading to like one message, but it's very all over the place. I kind of also feel like that's how the collective is feeling lately, because it's like, who do I go to for advice? Who do I listen? It's it's understandable, like you want to get some type of insight and some type of clarity or confirmation from someone that you feel is going to share energies and thoughts alike. But even in the supernatural community, like we have to be careful as well, because there are many people that pretend to be gifted and blessed with these supernatural gifts, but they just use them to gain attention. That could also be an underlying message for this reading. So for some of you in the collective, you could be kind of like getting into this, esoteric world and the esoteric community, and you're starting to see not everyone is on the same boat as you. Remember that with the dark collective, they do have a way of putting moles within the community, and they will try to mess up people's visions and connections. And yeah, give me a second, because I am pulling this other message out of here. I do sense that in the esoteric community, there's definitely have been a lot of disarray going on, because there are some people that have been put in the community to cause confusion and, I would say, kind of like misinformation, and just kind of give the community like a bad look or a bad taste. So you got to be mindful who you're watching, who you're connecting to, who you're speaking to when it comes to understanding or trying to pick up certain knowledge through the esoteric community. Let's go into more detail with some tarot. I'm also sensing, like, going back to something I had said earlier, like, don't trade your free will for safety. I feel like that's also one of like the main energies here in this reading. Like, since we are in the energy of Taurus, it's like all about grounding and security. And you should not have to compromise your free will for security, especially through someone else's hands. You should be able to use your free will to gain access, to ground your energy, and to access for security. Oh my goodness, these cards really want to be messy today. Yeah, something going on today. I don't know for you guys in the collective, but I feel like, I mean, other than since the first of the year, the energies have definitely been um all over the place. I do know at this moment we don't have any planets in retrograde, but definitely something feels kind of spicy and scattered. Oops. Should I take all three? No, that's way too many. All right. Very nice. So, with merit making and gluttony, I have the chariot. So, with the chariot here, this feels like definitely an energy trying to change the direction in your life. And again, this has to do with surrendering your free will and other energies to other people or other causes. Now, this is where you have to be careful who you're listening and connecting to. Because I do feel with this chariot card here, someone sees where you're supposed to be going and they're trying to change your direction in life. And this is when they want to interfere with your free will, which again, it's up to you if you want to listen to this person or to these people. However, just know that they don't have good intentions when it comes to what you want in life or what you want to gain or do in life. A lot of people also, I'm looking at this chariot card here, they feel like if I have, this could be an internet thing or a social media thing, that for some reason, if I have more followers, I'm able to dictate um, or tell people what to do with their lives. This feels like a digital savior now. Like this could be, oh, you know what this feels like? It feels like one of those people that have like a podcast and they be saying some really like out of pocket stuff or like really evil things and expect people to agree with them. And the more people that agree with them, the more power that they have. Oh, very interesting, Spirit. Spirit is saying you need to watch out for these people who have big followings, because a lot of these people that have podcasts or even YouTubes and other like digital medias and places, like they will use their platforms to control a lot of people. They will make themselves look like they're a savior just based on the amount of likes and views and subscribers that they have. This is also giving me very ego inflated. Like, if you trust this person with your life, they will destroy you. Like, that's the kind of energy that I'm getting with this part of the reading. Like, you trust them with their life, they will take it. I'm going to pull an extra card with this Chariot here. Okay, with the Chariot, I have the Queen of Wands. So with this combination, this person is really confident on everything that they do. They also have a really strong image of, again, making themselves look like a savior, a false prophet. Wow, this reading is getting a little bit more deeper than I thought. Yeah, this is definitely like more leaning now towards like how false prophets are using the free will and energy of other people to gain what they want. So like I said, with this Queen of Wands here, this person has definitely kept an image to make themselves look like they are a savior of humanity. For some of you in the, witchy or esoteric community, they feel like they could be labeling themselves as a chosen one, which I'm going to be very careful speaking about this. So there are chosen ones in this world. But if you go around, like constantly, and I'm not saying like once in a while saying it, which is fine, but if you're constantly enforcing that you're a chosen one, then you are trying to make me like, you kind of giving me the story like you're not a chosen one, but you're trying to fool me into thinking you are one. So definitely with this section of this reading that I'm doing, this feels like beware of the false chosen ones, because they are after your free will and your supernatural gifts and trying to make you forget that you're an actual chosen one and you are here to do whatever missions that your divine team and God has sent you to do. All right. Thank you, Spirit. I was a little confused earlier, but I see what's going on. Now, with Daydream and Curse, I have the Page of Cups. This is giving me this energy of like, be careful of the type of energy that you're inviting into your mind and into your space. Again, don't be putting yourself in scary movies. Don't be putting yourself in situations, real or not real, that are going to put you in some type of danger or trouble that you don't need to be in. I feel like with this Page of Cups here, it's also going to be some type of offering coming into the collective, where whoever this false prophet or this fake chosen one is, they're going to be coming into the collective with this offer and kind of be giving like, if you stand by my side, if you send me $100, if you sign this petition, if you share this, like, you're going to make our army stronger. But this is to make something, it is going to make something stronger, but it's not going to be for you guys. It's for whatever energy that this person is in, this curse that they're using, or their ego. I am going to pull an extra card for the Page of Cups. It was like a saying. Good intentions create the path to hell, I believe. This is kind of what it also feels like right here. Good intentions will pave the way to hell. Something like that. Yeah, be careful. Because with the Page of Cups, I have the Three of Wands. You don't want this to manifest because, again, this is going to be like someone that's going to be using their platform and their connections to try to draw people in and use their energy and connection for something bad. Like, I can't put my finger exactly what they're trying to do, but it's definitely some type of mass manipulation. So with Eternal Love, I have the the Five of Swords. Excuse me. This feel like Five of Wands energy, but this is the Five of Swords. So whatever this energy that this person is trying to do, this definitely feels like it's going to be some type of massive attack on the collective. This is when they're going to want to start trying to kind of put one against another. I can see why they're trying to get a lot of people to kind of come and like join the masses or like create a big group so they can end up fighting each other. Be mindful of this collective. There is somebody that's going to be using their platform to try to bring people together, but it's going to be mainly to put each other against each other and have people fight. This is to weaken the collective. All right, I need to pull an extra card on this. Wow, this reading took a change. This is why it's important that you know who you are and, understanding your free will and what you are meant to do in the world, or what you want to contribute, what you want to become. And understanding that the gifts that you have or the blessings that you have are about to come, you need to be mindful of them because other people will use it for their own gains. All right. With the Five of Swords, I have the Eight of Cups. I feel for a lot of you, you're going to be able to recognize this energy quick and you're going to be able to walk away. Because I think for a lot of you, you're going to see the signs and patterns that whatever this person is doing is not of love, it is not of connection, and this will be an energy that's going to be revealed to you where you need to go or how you need to move away from these certain type of energies. Yeah, it's like you're going to be able to recognize these energies and their plans, and you're going to be able to move away. Now, this could be more of a global scale. This could be more, again, like on the internet kind of scale. This could be more of a neighborhood or even a personal level. But you're going to be able to recognize that this person is trying to cause chaos and they're going to want you to participate. But I do see you are going to be moving away from this. And then last, with luck, I have the Ten of Pentacles. Very nice energy to end with. I feel that if you avoid this confrontation, if you avoid like these big events that are going to be happening or all these convergences that are going to be taking place, you're going to be able to actually attract the right crowd or the right group of people that you do want to hear from, that you do want to get along with and understand and connect to. I also see that with this luck and this Ten of Pentacles, you're going to understand like the saying like my will with thy will, understanding like, yes, I do have free will, but I also know that I can use my free will to work with, the mission that God has given to me. It's like a flexibility, like, yes, I know I'm here to experience this divine blessing, to experience this energy that no one else may be able to experience in other dimensions, but I'm also here to work on behalf of my ancestors, of my divine team, of God, following his will along with my will. I'm going to pull an extra card for the Ten of Pentacles. And I also see that when a lot of you do accept, the Lord's will with your will, and you take on this mission and you live life according to what you must do and how you want to live, then these Ten of Pentacles will start to access and manifest in your life. Okay, and then with the Ten of Pentacles, I have the Hermit. Definitely it's going to be a bit of a hermit journey for some of you, if maybe a lot of you are currently in this hermit journey, but just know that it is not meant to last long. This is only a temporary journey. The hermit is for you to understand the wisdom and energy that you have built up and gained all these years. Also, with the hermit, this is sort of like the energy of your will and the Lord's will. Like the hermit understands, like, yes, I can do all these things. I can go and travel and party and do whatever I want. But I also understand that there's a time where I have to sit alone and listen to the voice within me, to the voice above me, to my intuition, to the divine messages that my team sends to me. There's a time and place. So right now, a lot of you are either in this place or you need to start getting to this place where you are alone with your thoughts so that you can understand what your free will is and what, and not understand, not like that, brain. Understand that you have free will and that no one can control it or obtain it. And also understanding that with your will does come from the divine. So that means not only oh my god, this reading has been so like wordy. Understanding, yes, I have free will, but also I must work with my free will with the will of the divine. Because, yes, even though it's a gift and it is free, there is a condition that does come with it. Yes, it is optional, but if you do want to get into a better place in life and understand your purpose, your meaning, and receive and open the gifts that you have within you, you do have a chance to connect to the divine, to access these things, not through false prophets and fake chosen ones. They are not going to be able to access and open these energies to you. Only between you and God, you're going to be able to do that. Now, with that said, let's wrap up this reading with some final messages from the club. All right, we got one. Oh, that was just like what I was talking about. All right. Poor crying baby. Oh, hold on. I just had two cards drop on the floor. All right, Spirit's telling me to take just one. Got it. All right. First card I have is the Lock card here. This is what I was just kind of mentioning. Like, no one else is going to be able to, like, help you access these energies. There's, you can buy all the programs and go to all these seminars or all these tarot readers or voodoo people to unlock your power. It's not going to work until you connect to yourself and you connect to, like, your higher self or your divine team, and you're able to unlock whatever understandings and blessings and gifts that you have. This is a self journey kind of process going on here. No one else is going to be able to do it for you. Only you can do it. And then last I have is the Erase. So with the Erase card here, oh, it's pouring right now. So with this Erase card, it's kind of giving me this energy that whatever that has been kind of eschewing or kind of messing with people's perception of, like, free will and what it's meant to live and be in this world, I do see that there is something going to be coming in and erasing that energy, erasing this confusion, these these false messages of like how you should live life, how you should be. Erasing whatever has been causing this like clouded mental judgment. There we go. Because yeah, I do feel like in this world, a lot of people are trying to, like, I understand for some people they're trying to help others by showing them how to live life a certain way. But again, we cannot do that for everyone, because everyone is here for different reasons. And unfortunately, with these kind of things, they get skewed and then they get manipulated and weaponized. But I do see Spirit and your divine team coming in to ease up on some of that and bring clarity into your life, so you know what you're meant to do and who to trust and what steps you need to take to feel comfortable, not only in like yourself, but in this world, and feel a better connection to the divine. Excuse me. I'm also sensing with this erase card here, a lot of the like divine beings are really tired of these false prophets, and they're just gonna start like removing them. But before they can remove them, they're gonna have to expose them first. And I do see like, and with these cards here, there's definitely going to be a level of exposure where people are going to start moving away and really trusting more of their intuition and understanding, again, not everyone here is going to save me. I need to learn how to save myself. And that all starts with you. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please give it a like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more insights and messages. I will truly appreciate it, and it will give tremendous support to my channel. And thank you to the new and current viewers and subscribers for coming back to my channel to hear my insight and messages. I hope my readings are giving you the energies and insight that you need for your spiritual journey. And if you feel that this reading did not resonate, no worries. Feel free to check out the other readings on my channel. There's definitely a message there for you. So my collective, um, definitely be aware of people trying to tell you how you should live your life. Really start understanding and connecting to your divine power and understanding what free will means to you, because a lot of people are trying to eschew that energy so that you don't remember that you have free will and that you have to live and abide by other people's rules or ways of life. And then a lot of you do have a calling, you do have a certain mission in this lifetime. Don't allow others to make you feel that you are not strong enough to do it or you don't have what it takes. You've been granted a mission for a certain reason and you have to follow through. And then for some of you, for trying to awaken or understand your supernatural gifts, be careful who you go to try to do these things, because they will try to manipulate your energies for their own cause and for their own pleasures. And they will just use you as a battery. But at the end of the day, I do see for a lot of you, you are going to be able to recognize a lot of these manipulators and controllers, and you're going to be able to move away from these energies. I do see you are going to be in this Ten of Pentacles, as long as you understand that your will is with thy will, or your will is with the Lord's will. And everything will be in balance and as peace and in peace, as it should be. And with that said, stay safe and have a good day.